the Hall of Fame horseman with Wyndham is the most functional of the group of horsemen, but his favorite is the original, being the Ole horseman.
Ole was a hard ass.
Ole is a crotchety piece of shit human being, and he is widely unrecognized. I'm a huge fan of the original Horseman because Ole was mean as fuck.
Right.
But you have to agree that the Wyndham was probably that best group.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't the Mongo McMichaels group.
No, that one didn't rank up there. All right, so, Brian, let it breathe for a second.
I'll let it breathe.
So the rest of the show, we got our 3 key ingredients. We got a speed round. We're going to try and pretend we have a Booker time. Character flaws, the game, this day in wrestling history, good, the bad, and the glorious. Here we go.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty, 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 trying to catch me riding.
All right, so we're going to kick this edition off with actually, you know what, this song is actually pretty accurate for our first
pretty
accurate. So as I'm sure most of you have heard, but if you have not, X-Pac had some run-ins with the law over at LAX airport, and apparently he was it's noted that he was arrested over the weekend and charged with a felony, and he was released on $35,000 bail. We had heard news that he had no-showed an event. No one really knew what was going on, and now this all comes out on the heels of him kind of being. You can turn that music down.
I was letting it breathe.
It breathed.
I get yelled. I get yelled at when I don't fade. I get yelled at when I don't hit buttons that I'm supposed to.
Right.
Get it together.
But I mean, I don't know. He had a bunch of stuff on him, and now he's coming out and saying that he's been clean, and he's been tweeting that we'll have to wait for the lab results to come back.
That's a bunch of
Did you hear what all he has on him?
Bob, it's crazy. I mean, they found, ready for this, possession of 15 methamphetamine pills, 23 methamphetamine more pills, I guess, 2 THC liquid cigarettes, 56 THC capsules, and 3 cannabis chocolate bars.
Hey, but he's not off the wagon.
That's all that he had going on to the plane.
He was just holding it for a friend.
Wow.
Dude, I mean, I don't know how this guy is saying that he hasn't relapsed. I mean, even if, let's say he whatever the case is, maybe he didn't, he's clean, but why the hell do you have all that stuff on you?
I know, even the
That's
strongest addict cannot resist that stash. I mean, that is a bachelor party weekend stash, not just a one-person thing.
Right. Bob, what do you have to, any input on this, man?
My favorite part was how much shit he had on him, and his declaration of, once all the details come out, y'all are going to find out I am perfectly clean and A-okay.
He's claiming that some of the medication that he had was for a yeast infection.
You had THC chocolate bars.
What?
A yeast
A
infection?
yeast infection.
Is that even possible?
Wow.
I think so.
Oh.
He couldn't come up with anything better than that.
I clearly didn't do well in biology.
Oh, God.
What else you got?
And then we also have, it's official. May 1st, Adam Cole is a free fucking agent. He hasn't committed to Ring of Honor.
I know we talked about they weren't going to re-sign him.
Well, they haven't re-signed him. That doesn't mean that he's necessarily out of Ring of Honor. But it could, he could work.
Would they book him by appearance or something?
They've done it before.
Okay.
But I mean, he's done a lot in Ring of Honor. I know that obviously going to WWE or in this case NXT maybe could be the next step for him. I don't know, Bob. Are you a big Adam Cole fan?
I mean, I liked the little bit that I saw when Ring of Honor was on national television.
Right.
I worry about his size.
He is much smaller than a lot of guys that I would say. I mean, he's probably smaller than Eric Young.
If Finn can get over though now, that's like a size barrier that Daniel Bryan level. I don't know if they're only going to have one guy there at all times. Rey Mysterio was there before, but if they can have more than one, they should.
Right.
Kira, why are you so fucking quiet over there?
I'm not quiet. Just listen in on the on the opinions.
Yeah.
But no, I would be really excited if at least Adam Cole could get signed on to NXT. That would be great.
I think it would be a good move for him.
I mean, the sky's the limit. If he's a free agent,
right?
Why the hell not?
And then finally, I think it should be noted because I think last night we were all, for the most part, pretty entertained from last night's episode of Raw. However, it's being reported that this week's edition of Raw, which featured the fallout from WWE Payback, averaged 2.87 million viewers, and that number is way down from last week, and this is actually the lowest rating that we've had all year in 2017.
Bob, do you think that this is because we all like the pay-per-view? It gave us good long matches, a lot of technicality and stuff, and that maybe most fans didn't care to tune in because of it, or what do you think about this?
I think that the pay-per-views that the Raws after pay-per-views, minus WrestleMania, are notoriously weak. And honestly, I didn't expect that good of a show last night. I thought it was going to be Roman and Braun heavy, but I watched and I was really pleasantly surprised. It doesn't surprise me that it had a low rating. I think next week the ratings are going to be way up based on word of mouth about last night's show.
That's a good point, and I bet you ratings might not be after word of mouth for SmackDown.
Oof.
I mean, we're going to cover it. We're going to cover it, but man,
it was what it was,
You are who we thought you are. But yeah,
it's like our retarded little kid. It shits the bed a lot, but we love it.
Oh, so SmackDown's like our little stepbrother Noah there.
It's our Boo Radley.
Yeah, go back to timeout, Noah.
What are you doing, Boo? Nothing.
Who let you out? All right, let's get to the ingredients.
What you need to make a good SmackDown is your 3 key ingredients.
All right, so there wasn't a lot to choose from of any worth tonight, but we got 3 key ingredients anyway. Number 1 is going to be the Fashion Files. Number 2 is going to be the 4-Horse Welcoming Committee. And number 3, Smack It Down, man. Let's get it going.
Number 1,
I put this as a topic because this was one of the more enjoyable things for me tonight, was the Fashion Files. A little bit of a Law and Order parody with Fandango and Tyler Breeze. Brian, I know you were commenting on the scenery, all the pictures that were in the back, Classy Freddie Blassie and stuff like that.
I didn't notice those.
They questioned the Ascension smell.
Yeah, and they said they were doing the Ascension paperwork from that case they closed last week on them.
Right.
I enjoyed it. I mean, these guys have slowly, subtly gotten on. And the other reason I gave them a topic is this is the only tag team that got any love tonight. Well, technically, I guess New Day got a little promo.
A little bit.
But that's it. So, I mean, Kiera, what did you think of this segment? Because
I like the puns that were in there. I think the one pun that they made towards Jimmy and Jay about Jay walking and Jimmy walking.
Right.
Yeah.
that was
pretty hilarious.
And they called them the Uggos.
Yeah.
Goes, right. I mean, my thing with it was, for this gimmick that they've been doing, I think that they've kind of just been just riding in the middle. It's either, go full blast or don't do it at all. And I think tonight was them just kind of really committing and just doing fucking silly stuff. And for me, I mean, it's entertaining. But I didn't mind it. I thought it was.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Is it enough to save the fact that he was in drag 1 month ago?
Yeah,
playing Nikki Bella and getting attitude adjusted by her.
No, I mean Santino did it. I mean, obviously he's a comedy act.
Yeah, but Santino didn't job out as well as dress in drag.
Sure, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He did.
Santino.
Yeah, Brian corrected him on that one.
He did.
All right. What did you think about this segment, Bob? You weren't in the room with us.
Dude, I am actually a big fan of whatever the hell these two guys do.
Oh.
I think the smartest thing to do is exactly what they're doing. Keep them in comedy bits. Keep them out of the ring because, I mean, the tag division went from being really promising last year during the draft to this year being abysmal. There's not that many guys for them to beat up without damaging all the credibility of everyone involved. So, yeah, I think keeping them in comedy bits, saving their in-ring work for the pay-per-view is probably a smart move. I like what they're doing.
What I think is funny is we lost Heath and Rhino. They went to the other show. We lost, basically, Revival and the Hardys both went there. We lost Vaudevillains because Simon Gotch finally got fired. And there wasn't much to go on in the division to begin with, and now they're bringing New Day in. But really, this division looks weak.
It does, but what about, I mean, if if I'm okay if they just do this for maybe up until Backlash or so, but
I think skits are good. It keeps it keeps the fans wanting more. It keeps a little bit of suspense or keep the fans tuned in.
Noah says he wants more skits until Backlash, so he's right there with you, Brian. What else is on the board?
Yeah, and Christopher Steichleather, he was a fan. He said that segment was funny as hell. And then Daniel Price was just correcting us that Santino jobbed more than Al Snow and his job squad, which is true.
Yeah, Santino jobbed, but I mean, he was the Milan Miracle. He won the IC title his first night coming out of the crowd. He had to pay some dues for that, and poor Emily.
And then his next winning streak was dressed as a woman.
Yeah, and Miss WrestleMania, and then he had Emma dance with him before she became whatever.
That's right, the awkward dancing.
Yes, don't sleep on that.
That's a dark cloud in our history of that. I just have we have a thing. Don't worry. Go on.
Emma was worse than Bailey back then.
Oh God.
Anything else on the board before we move on?
Kashmir actually wasn't a fan. Hello, Kashmir, by the way. And they said Breezango segment was real. Oh, I'm sorry. Breezango segment was really good. But I hope it was a one-time thing. So they liked it, but
I don't know. I think it's got to be a more time thing. I think every time they have a victory, they should the next week have a Fashion Files talking about it.
I like it.
And I like the list of crimes they were going to commit or going to convict the Usos on, the Uggos on. I thought that was hysterical. You got anything else before we move on, Kira?
Oh, that was it.
All right. Clever.
Number 2.
4-horse welcoming committee. I'm counting 4 because James Ellsworth, let's just face it, he is the best part of the women's division right now. But this schoolyard bully thing where they're saving the division and forcing Charlotte to go face, but also still be vying with Naomi for the title while these three, I don't get it.
Me neither. I don't know what they're trying to do. I think it's just a lot going on right there in that little faction. First of all, I don't think the faction's even working. It looks weak as fuck. I'm sorry. It just does.
It definitely looks thrown together.
Yeah.
Bob, real quick, going back, Christopher Steichleather says there was a report, Brian, you missed this on the Mud Report apparently, that DIY is being called up after Backlash.
That's speculation.
Speculation. That's what makes it Mud Report.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
They need it. If they go to SmackDown, hell yeah, let's do it.
They need it. Exactly.
They got heavy machinery.
That's
to
true.
take their place.
That's true.
Nah, Brian and Golda can't commit to a full-time schedule yet. So
yeah, well then we'll replace heavy machinery.
Holy shit! Are y'all calling them heavy machinery?
oh yeah, because the two of them look just like it. We got
Oh my god, that may be my favorite thing yet.
We got pear shape and orange shape
for Halloween. You'll see us.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to cosplay that one. So basically, though, what else did you think about this? I mean, it was a horrible match. I thought it was a horrible ending on top of a horrible match, and the attack crap with Becky and all that. What? Well, next week we're gonna have a 6-woman tag match. That's what I saw.
The Becky thing was okay because I know I forget who it was, but I think it was you actually that you thought it was you were like, oh my god, is she turning, or maybe it was Stevie. I don't know.
I didn't believe she was actually turning. I hoped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I felt maybe they wouldn't even reveal it tonight, and this would be a pop test to see how the fans reacted to it.
My whole thing with it was that I just thought that the beatdown at the end just kind of came off weak.
Yeah. I really thought that they would let her come on top and make her look a little stronger.
And it gave time to, Kira, let Naomi and Charlotte recover, so it could be 3-on-3. Again, not counting Ellsworth. And yet all of them still got beat down at the end. They didn't even have a stand-up moment. What do you got, Brian?
Weird.
Yeah, and Daniel Price, he just comments that if they want to keep Charlotte, if they want Charlotte to be like her father, keep her heel. Heel Rick was always superior to face Rick. And, that's true.
No, I agree with that.
And the other thing that's worth mentioning kind of here is if they are setting her up as a face, that's face-face with her and Naomi, which is weird because they're making AJ sort of go face too, because otherwise they'd have heel with him and KO at Backlash. Right. So it's kind of like the superstar shakeup for SmackDown is basically you turn from face to heel in some cases. I don't know.
I guess. And then Noah also just says, he's not a fan of it either. He'll give him props, though, for trying to put a stable in the women's division, but Natty is so bland that being the leader of it just doesn't really it doesn't work.
Well, the problem is there's so much chaos in the ring, and these girls are already so unstructured when it comes to that it just, like, people are bending before they get hit to sell it. Like, it's just, I know, Kiera, you're going to say they don't have enough time, but then why put it out there?
No, it's like, I don't know what it is with creative, but it just seems like that they just like to throw things together when it comes to women's division. I don't think that it's good that they're throwing in this 4 horsewomen along with Naomi and Charlotte's feud. That should be separate. I think that's why it's a big, like you said, I think that's why it's so much chaos, because they're trying to throw this all in together and make it one big story. It's not working, and it shouldn't be that way.
Well, the other problem is, Brian, speak from experience here. If 3 guys are beating on you, which one of the 3 that punches you do you sell? Because it's probably impossible to sell every little blow.
No. I mean, but you don't really go. What's up, Bob?
Well, I mean, just Adam saying it's impossible to sell. I just remember Austin never had a hard time selling a group beatdown from the Nation or DX.
Okay, but Bob,
Triple
those
H never had a problem. I mean, like, group beatdowns are easy to sell. I think.
Okay, but those were choreographed. This is what I mean by this. The girls look like one of them is kicking her in the chest. The other 2 are kicking a leg each. It's really hard to sell 3 different body parts at once.
But whose fault is that? That's not Charlotte's.
But that's why Bob is right on Nation and DX. They would sit there and all work the torso or all work the head or all work. That's why it looked good and you could sell it, because they were all hitting you in unison in the same spot. Here it was like, what? Who do I sell that's hitting me?
Yeah.
That was my biggest issue of the chaos. Yeah. What's the board say, Brian?
No, it would be. I mean, he just says that he'd be fine with Becky turning heel, but he's afraid that she's too loved by the fans to get over as a heel. I think she's too loved by you, potentially.
I like Daniel Price's comment. NXT made the 4 horsewomen work. Vince makes it a clusterfuck.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like. It looks like, for lack of that better term, I can't remember what movie it was, but you look like monkey fucking a football out there. That's kind of like, who's gonna grab it first? What else you got?
Let's see. Steve. No, Stevie. Hey, Stevie, how are you, man?
Oh, that was Steve Steve's in the room, but not really here. I guess we'll move
Stevie.
on. To the only topic worth the shit.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Smack it down, man. So we had Jericho basically showing up and claiming the show. It's his show, and this is now where he's going to be home and stuff like that. And clearly, we end with him losing the title and an injury angle so that he can be right here in Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend with Fozzy for the Carolina Rebellion, something we saw coming forever. Did the match pay off? I mean, this is like the 4th or 5th round of KO versus Jericho. I thought my personal opinion is that the ending held up by him injuring and going way over the top to get Jericho out of the mix and kind of end it. But did the match exceed any of the others? Brian?
Did it exceed? I mean, you know what? I think it did. I mean, the one that they had at Payback was okay. It was a good match, but this one I actually I think it was just really the beatdown at the end by KO that really kind of put the exclamation point on this feud for now, at least, because we know once Y2J comes back, I mean, they're gonna pick up right where they left off.
Well, and we looked it up. Fozzy only had bookings in May, so maybe he's just taking some time off and he shows up back after Backlash. I don't know. Bob, what was your take on the segment or on the whole thing?
The only I actually really liked it. I thought this was a continuation of the we're not going to give you what you think, because I mean, this week I've been listening to all the sites that I listen to and all the podcasts that I listen to, and everybody's saying the same thing, like, okay, I guess we're dumb and Jericho's not going anywhere. And then tonight this happens, and you're like, oh, well, shit, that's how they're going to keep Owens where they are, so Jericho is going away. But for me, it doesn't make sense for Jericho to come back to SmackDown, because he should be property of Raw now.
Well, and that's why it was so confusing, because I thought the loser for the longest time of that match was going there. Kiera, don't forget that other segment that he had in the back with Aiden English, the new drama king crying and all that. What did you think of that? Did that make you laugh at all, or were you even in the room?
No, I think I missed that part.
All right, bad hosting segue to that. Brian, what do we got on the board?
Well, Noah's actually got a question for us. He says, which was the better run for Jericho, the current one that we're seeing right now, or his heel run back in 2008?
I liked his heel run when he first debuted, and I did like his heel run when he was the first Undisputed. I think those are probably both better than this one. This one, it's gone to heel and become face because it got so over that I don't think you can even count it as a heel run because it got so over that he wasn't pissing fans off. They were cheering for him.
Well, I think he just means his run from 2008 versus the one that he's had right now, regardless of if he's been a heel or face.
I don't know. That's too vague if you go that far.
I think this is the greatest version of Jericho that we've seen in his whole career. I agree with you guys when he first did his heel, his heel run in 2008. It was great. I don't know. For me, it kind of like it kind of what's the right word for it? It kind of drew on for too long.
Which one? His previous one?
The previous one, yeah.
I don't know. They had he mixed a lot of people in and out of that. He was working with Christian a lot before he left.
Punk.
Yeah.
I
mean, so it's a tough call. No, it really is. Anybody else on anything to close this out? This SmackDown sucked.
Yeah, this really was. I mean, there's not really.
We don't even have.
It was very short. The matches were short.
Yeah, Ty Dillinger beat Aiden English. Jinder Mahal beat Sami Zayn. Dolph beat Sin Cara. I mean, those are the other three.
The matches
fucking
were
matches.
short and like it was like straight cleans tonight. I mean,
yeah. Dude, it was what it was. I mean, we can try and make it sound like it was a great show, but let's just face it, it wasn't. And
we'll make it a great show.
Yeah, and exactly, sure. Whatever you say, Brian.
The best of it.
Do what?
I said we'll make the best of it.
All right. Well, let's go on to this.
Ole, arriba, epa, epa, arriba, andale.
So this is our speed round. Tonight, I didn't really have a topic because the show is such shit for the speed round, so I came up with this one. Some point in the last week, Kiera listened to Fozzy for the first time and was like, "Yeah, I can get into this." And it just your music taste from Rihanna apparently to Fozzy always shocks me, Kiera. So what was your quick take on listening to Fozzy?
I mean, it's definitely a rock band that I would really enjoy listening to. I mean, I listen to a variety of music, and Fozzy, I would put them up there.
Are you fucking crazy?
What?
I mean,
what is this, Bob?
No, you got motherfuckers. That was not live. That was a sound bit they were playing.
What?
Oh.
I do want to ask you a question, okay?
Okay.
Are you fucking crazy?
Vince
What's
Russo.
wrong with them?
I actually saw them live.
Yeah?
I saw them live back in Long Island, and to be honest, I mean, no.
Let him get it out.
It actually wasn't all that bad. I mean, I got to say, he was a great frontman. We all know that he has, he can entertain a crowd, whether or not the music was good. I mean, it was, I personally
decent voice?
He's got a good voice.
Keep that shit to yourself, man.
Daniel Price, I'm glad. Daniel Price he belongs in the bomb squad with me for knowing this. I don't know if most people know it out there, but Fozzy is actually a different band when they're not with Jericho. They are a band called Stuck Mojo. A lot of times they tour together, and then Jericho just comes out and sings with them for the second part of the show. But it's a real band that Jericho's just like attached himself to. I don't even know who writes the fucking songs or anything.
Stuck Mojo also does a great live show, but there's not a lot of Stuck Mojo hangers on.
Did they use Fago?
Yeah, Bob's a Juggalo
no,
fan.
they don't. No. I'm sorry. My music taste only relies on whether or not Fago is thrown at the audience.
Dude, yeah, your
music
music taste is subject, Bob.
My music taste is actually quite varied. I just happen to enjoy theatrics.
He's an angry elf.
What are you saying, Kiera?
No, I'm saying at least like from the album version, listen to a few of the songs. They sound pretty decent. And look, they're still touring now and making shows, so they've got to be doing something right. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. What's that, Bob?
So you a big Strider fan?
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate him. I don't love him.
I thought it was Striper.
Strider
was the video game.
That gives me cred because I don't know their actual names. We're good.
You're talking about Christian rock to a Jew and whatever the hell they are across the table from me. Vince Russo, what do you think about Fozzy? All right, thank you as always. Let's go on. Booker Time. So Booker Time is a segment that we invented to talk about a match where both parties benefited. Was there even close to that tonight? I mean, I guess the KO Y2J, but was there anything that was booked where both teams came, or both people or whatever came out looking like anything, Bob? I mean, was there any way we're ever going to actually make this segment work with SmackDown's booking?
I mean, yes. it could be made to work.
Are you being
But-
optimistic or
I'm
conjecture?
I'm holding on. I'm holding on as hard as I can.
All right, Brian. Brian, what do you think? You
What
looking
about,
at
all
the
right,
card.
so what about Ty Dillinger and Aiden English?
I was thinking the same thing.
Ty got the win.
Yeah. Mhm.
And Aiden English had he had the little
Drama King?
Exactly.
beginning,
He got
yeah.
the spotlight, literal spotlight in the beginning, and then also after the match, backstage with Jericho.
We're getting way ahead of ourselves for me to do this, but yeah, I actually have like Aiden English for who got the rub tonight because of that.
Right.
The thing is that Ty wasn't even on last week, and I'm worried more for the Ty Dillinger aspect. I think Aiden English did benefit,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
Ty
yeah.
Dillinger, what is he doing on SmackDown? It's like they moved him up and have no program for him, similar to what they did with Finn. Kara, don't you feel about that way? Because I know you got Ty on your list now. Oh, she's not ready. What's she doing over there?
She pulled her headphones out.
Oh, oh God, Kiera. But Bob, you see what I'm saying? Dillinger doesn't have a program. He made his debut, and I'm worried he's getting lost in the
I'm
shuffle.
not the guy to go to with this. I think Ty Dillinger is
Rob says we're all worthless.
he should have stayed on NXT. I believe he was
Even with
a
the Mania
mercy call
chance
up?
and how much he got, pops all weekend.
because it was just. Yeah, sure. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
he got the okay. So he got the. I think he should have got the Rumble entrance, but I think that should have been the end of his main roster moment. I'm not. I see the charisma. I see the technical ability, but it's all a big bucket of vanilla ice cream to me. Like I don't see talent. I don't see anything that wows me, and I don't see anything that I could see legitimately putting a belt on.
Okay.
I give Mojo Rawley more potential.
Wow.
Stuck Mojo Rawley.
Stuck Mojo.
Stuck Mojo Rawley, yes.
Brian, what did you want to say? Over there?
Daniel Price. No one really benefited tonight except for Kevin Owens being the U.S. champ again. But even that was superficial. This just felt like a throwaway show, which is, it
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Juan says he saw Rob in the picture. He's invading SmarkDown. Of course, he misspelled it. So, I mean, that's where we're going with this segment. I hope we get some booking where we can do it. But it is time for our fun segment. Our character flaws.
Yes.
Everybody on the board, get ready.
I love this.
We have turned this and changed this slightly into a little bit of a game. So tonight, Kiera is going to impersonate John Cena. And Brian and Bob, you have to guess, and Board, you can feel free to guess too. You have to guess what she's doing.
What she's doing.
Okay.
What she's doing. So she is John Cena. You have to guess what she's doing. Kiera, are you ready for character flaws?
Yes, I am.
Go for it.
All right, guys. SmarkDown. The champ is here! All right,
She's
so
announcing who she is. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Let her go. Ignore
sorry
the
if I
dead
hurt,
air.
sorry if I hurt your ear, Bob. But anyway, all right. Going into the convenience store. You guys ready for this?
We are.
I think you just told them.
Yeah. Right.
Huh?
Never mind. Keep going.
Oh, partly. Okay. All right. Let me continue.
Oh, wow.
Hey, miss, how you doing? Let me ask you a question. See, I'm not used to giving off this kind of impression. See, messed around with my girl, and we did some things. Straight careless, I tell you. I don't know what we were thinking. Now she's acting real funny and being moody and sick, saying she's tired all the time. I mean, I don't know what to think. I could use some assistance. This can be real quick. You got one of those devices that you can pee on? A stick?
All right.
Holy.
Bob. That was good, kid.
Is he waiting for the pregnancy test to come back from Nikki?
Brian, what's your guess?
I was gonna guess, is she at a convenience store?
You are
No, Brian. No, Brian doesn't get a.
All right, I won't give it to Brian.
Fuck.
Bob, you get the coin.
Bob, you get the coin. Pretty much, I was just. Go ahead, Adam.
Juan Rodriguez on the board says, is he getting tampons for Nikki? But Bob guessed it right. He is buying a pregnancy test for Nikki Bella.
All right.
That was the scenario tonight.
So that was my way. I just wanted to like spit a little bit.
Spit a little rhymes.
Spit some rhymes a little bit. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed it.
All right. I thought it was good.
You know, times are changing. Ladies can do stuff now. And you're going to have to learn how to deal with that.
Cashmere guessed it right. And Daniel Price says, I'm the wife in charge. I run the house. Rob talks a lot of shit. I make him cower like a mouse. He's my baby. He's my boo. But I will make his ass sleep on the couch. It's true.
Wow.
I like it. I like it, Daniel Price.
All right, DP.
I had to read that one for you. All right. So it is time, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can... What?
This day in wrestling history.
Go for it, Big Ry.
All right, 14 years ago today, and this one kind of bums me out, but I guess it should be talked about, and it should be not celebrated, but her memory certainly should be. But Miss Elizabeth passed away 14 years ago today, and she was... I was actually blown away. I didn't realize that she was only 42 when this unfortunately
Luger killed
happened.
her.
Sorry?
When Luger killed her, yeah.
Don't play the sound effect.
Oh, sorry. This is at a bad time.
Really?
What a fucking asshole. Bob, were you a big fan of Miss Elizabeth?
Yeah. I mean, that was my bread and butter period for pro wrestling. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, Elizabeth, and it was sad watching the WCW run when you watched the physical change of her face, when you could tell that drugs were involved.
Right.
And it was just, it was a bummer watching her decline.
Yeah.
The booty doll.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I remember her from, I remember the tail end of her, when she was in NWO, wasn't she?
Yeah.
No.
She was also involved in the 3 pay-per-views in a row, her high-heeled shoe being used as a weapon to win the match.
Joker's on the board. Welcome, Joker.
Hey, Joker.
And Noah says, how the fuck is Sunny in the Hall of Fame and not Liz?
That's true. That's a good point. She's not?
She's not.
That's
No,
wild.
She's not. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it is.
But, yeah.
Well,
14 years ago today, Miss Elizabeth. Rest in
Her
power.
and Macho should have gone in the same year.
yeah. That
I'm
you
cool
know,
with that. Yeah.
separately, but same year. I agree with that, Bob. So now it's time for our award portion.
SmackDown presents
Good, bad, and glorious.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Bob, you haven't gotten on my bad side yet tonight, so I'm going to let you kick it off with the good. Go for it.
I'm glad to see Tamina finally getting to be the heavy. I think they're slowly building her to become the monster of SmackDown, and that's a positive direction for her character. I mean, damn it! I knew I was going to lose points.
I mean, come on. She was good. At one point, she that kick oh no, and she wasn't even in the fucking match. They clearly just let her hang out on the ringside with James Ellsworth.
Is he talking about Tamina?
Yes, that's his good. Good goes before bad, right? It's good, the bad, and the glorious.
I desperately want Tamina Snuka to be something, and I want her before Lady Tapa gets in the Divas tournament, because I heard she got signed for it. I really want Tamina Snuka to take off before Lady Tapa shows up and takes her spot.
It's good to block bad things out.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Perfect 11. Samoa Joan.
Samoa Joan.
Samoa Joan.
That's terrible. Kiara, what's your good? Hopefully it's better than Bob's.
I have KO winning the U.S. title back. That's pretty much all I have.
All right, I'll give it to you. Brian?
Same thing. I had KO winning his United States title back and becoming the new face of the U.S., right?
He was already.
I know.
I mean, I guess he took 2
again.
days off.
Again.
You still want to argue about the T-shirt with me?
Yeah, it's
As
not,
you're wearing one that's also red, white, and blue?
Yeah, but this one is not. As long as it's not on the shop website,
it's not real to me.
No, it's not real to me. Damn it.
Okay, fine. Mine is AJ Styles specifically for attacking Kevin Owens mid-promo. He says, "Get out of the ring. You don't belong in there." And he just ran right away and went and attacked him. And that was the big thing that I loved the most about it.
You're welcome!
So that's for me. What's on the board, Brian?
Daniel Price, good. Knowing Breezango or moonlighting as Village People tribute act right now. Yeah. Noah, obviously his good. What do you think? Let's guess.
It's probably the last kicker?
Yes, correct. Becky Lynch. And then Kashmir, good. Breezango segment. They should make that into a YouTube show. Yeah, I'd fucking watch that.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool if they put each one of those and just then aired them. I mean, it'd be a good work. I mean, up, what is it? Down, that shit.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm thinking is left, right, A, B, select, start.
Right.
That shit.
You knew what the fuck I was talking about. But that's a hit, so why can't the wrestlers do it at the same time? Golda's on the board.
Hey,
Welcome,
Golda.
What's up, Golda?
Finally joining the dark side. I'm afraid to do this, but since your good was so bad, let's go to bad. Bob, you go first.
Whatever the fuck Sin Cara was wearing tonight.
Oh.
I'll give you a coin
That
for that.
shit. I don't know what that was either.
What the fuck was that? Like, hey, dude, welcome back to the... Oh, no, you gotta go.
Did you notice he had a black diamond right where his asshole should be?
I didn't see that. I was trying to look. I didn't see that.
There's a lot of camera angles that put it right there.
For the life of me, I don't know what they thought that repackaging was going to do.
And he kept adjusting his shirt like Dana Brooke trying to fix and cover her muffin tops.
I know you hate stuff like that.
Yeah. That was bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Don't, I mean...
You can tell he's uncomfortable in it. Like,
Yeah.
Looks hot.
It's like what I was saying about Mickey James. Why the fuck do you have to wear those leg things? All your kicks are fucked because you wear a wardrobe that makes it hard to kick in. Like, it's stupid.
He almost actually looks like he's feeling the glow.
I think they've put so much money into this Sin Cara character that I think we have the WWE version of Suicide, where if they get rid of Epico, they could have another guy enter that costume and we would never fucking notice.
It's Hunico that's under there, technically.
Hunico, whatever. Hunico, because he had that giant-ass tattoo that's now covered up.
Yep. Juan said the same thing. He said Sin Cara got fat. I don't think he got fat. I think Bob's right. I don't think that was him.
Could be.
Why not? I mean,
why wouldn't it be him?
Yeah. Kara, what's your bad?
I had the women's segment. Just a big hot mess.
I'll give you as many as you want.
Don't get any ideas, okay?
That's what I had. My bad was the welcoming committee. All of it. Every one of them. They were all bad. They all sucked. Also, whatever Stevie and Rob are doing with trying to deal with a bug or something near the camera, that's a lot of fun for me. As you just see the camera shaking, it's because Rob hit it with a newspaper. What's the board say for bad, Brian? And yours.
And mine, yeah. My bad was just the whole Jinder Mahal, whatever, just his being. I mean, if they had him, if they had him, maybe job out to someone or whatever, fine. But this whole him getting, the land of opportunity. I know it's SmackDown, but I do not want to see him in any kind of title picture whatsoever.
I'll give you a coin for it.
Oh,
Durka.
Be nice. And on the board, Noah, that roided up Apu-looking motherfucker. Shut up, Noah. Jinder getting a random shut the fuck up. Jesus, Noah.
Kashmir says, yes, Carmella, she doesn't belong in a wrestling ring. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and Matt Golda, bad Noah. Just Noah.
Daniel Price also said, bad Becky not actually going heel. God damn it. Come on.
That's true.
Daniel Price, you're too smart to think that was actually going to happen.
Right.
All right, glorious. I'm gonna start with the glorious Kiera after her John Cena.
Oh,
Wow, maybe I shouldn't have.
I'm sorry. Like there was nothing that really like popped out to me tonight that deserved the glorious reward. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
sure there was.
There had to be something. Brian, what do you have?
The Fashion Files. Come
there
on.
you go.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Okay,
That's
we'll
our answer.
agree with that.
No, you already got buzzed, Kiera. Bob, what's your glorious?
The return to savagery in WWE. Like, that beating that Jericho took tonight, I fucking love a good savage beatdown.
Okay, I mean, I don't disagree with that. It is getting slowly but surely, seemingly, the death of the PG era.
Did you see, Bob? Did you see how KO actually made Jericho bounce on the pop-up powerbomb? He bounced off the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff, it looked pretty brutal.
It sounded like the Chris Farley show for a second there. Kiera asks Bob a question. He goes, "Yeah, I remember that." Okay, cool. What do you got on the board, Brian?
Cashmere's bad. Carmella. She doesn't look like she belongs in a wrestling ring.
Oh, it's not bad. It's glorious.
Oh,
I
glorious.
just set you up.
Glorious. Do you want my answer or the board? Did I already go? I didn't fucking go.
I didn't go.
I
Yeah,
went.
you
I already
went.
went.
You
I didn't
Yeah.
go.
Christ.
I
You
would
didn't
have
go.
forgot to go.
Okay.
Y2J. He might only have had one night on SmackDown, but he was the glorious of it. Now you can read the board, Brian.
Noah, his glorious. The 2016-2017 run of Jericho. Drink it in, man. And then Juan says his glorious was Renee Young. Renee Young, and then all he said was hair.
Yeah. Green and Gold just joining us a little late with their bad, but their bad was Becky was wearing clothes tonight. That's bad for them.
You can make that argument.
A lot of people have Chris Jericho. Steve Awesome has Chris Jericho. Cashmere, Chris Jericho. And, Noah. So, here, this is for you, Noah. All right, who booked that? Let's start with Bob. Who booked that?
Okay, Aiden English is painful to watch because I know how much talent there is there, and he is quickly becoming the Kurt Hawkins of SmackDown, and that bothers me deeply.
Okay. One last, I missed the glorious for Daniel Price. He says, Sin Cara looking like the byproduct of a Smurf molested by Venom when Mexican Comic-Con goes horribly wrong. That's just funny. And because I didn't read it, he had to put it on the board twice. I went back to it. God damn it!
I didn't see it the first time.
Yeah, who booked that, and Steve Awesome put it up on the board there as well. Sin Cara versus Dolph Ziggler. That shouldn't have even been booked at all.
Yep.
That was not a good one. What do you got over there, Kier?
That was mine.
That was yours.
I
Way to piggyback.
Yeah.
What do you got for anything else on the board, Brian, or yours?
Mine. Who booked that? That Dolph Ziggler backstage promo that he had with Shane, kind of in the beginning of the match. I mean, first of all, we didn't know who the hell those people were that he was talking to. I guess they were just supposed to be whatever, but it was very, I don't know. For me, I was just trying to figure out who the hell they were.
And that one guy who just had the TV PG over his face for half
Couldn't
the promo.
get a clear shot.
Yeah, poor guy.
That whole program just feels very forced. I feel bad for Shinsuke.
Yeah, going off book for another one. Who booked that? No Randy. No mention of Randy at all tonight.
Right.
Brian, what else is on the board?
Let's see. Who booked that? Steve Awesome, Ziggler, and Sin Cara. Matt Golda, the welcoming. Come on, be nice. The welcoming. I think that's a typo. He meant to write the welcoming skunks.
No, the welcoming skanks works. I like it.
Noah, who booked that? Apollo Crews in the WWE.
He's just trying to get a rise out of us.
Cashmere, who booked that? No Luke Harper.
Luke Harper's been gone for a few weeks.
Where? Why?
I don't think we've seen him since the Mania, the night after Mania, or Tuesday night after Mania.
He's been calling Rossum.
He's been calling. Oh yeah, that's why he's missing. He keeps guest starring on Rossum.
And then Daniel Price, who booked that? Charlotte as a face. Why? What the fuck? Damn it, Vince.
Yeah, and another one. No Shinsuke on the show either tonight.
Right.
They keep showing him in all these Backlash promos, and he's making his in-ring debut.
I believe he's on the poster.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Right.
he's the face of the poster.
Right.
Yeah. So next up, I already did this one, so I'll just repeat it. But who got the rub? I think Aiden English. Yeah, the gimmick's bad, Bob, and yeah, he can wrestle, but he's getting some time. He's already had as many appearances solo as he did as the Vaudevillains in like the past 6 months. So, that's got to be something. Bob, what's yours? Who got the rub?
For me, it's gender. I mean, Jinder's getting the rub every week that he's still the number one contender. He showed up tonight. Randy didn't. I mean, I think that says more about that coming feud than anything Randy could have said slowly and mumbly tonight.
That's the most reluctant coin I've ever given you, but you're dead on. What do you got, Kiara? Who got the rub? Let's see if you understand it this week.
I guess I would say KO. All right.
What? I hit the wrong button. You should have been buzzed. Who got the
I'll
rub
never-
is
I'll never
not somebody who
understand that.
won a title tonight. That's
It's
not
like, it's like formerly opportunity, right?
No.
No.
He achieved the opportunity. You're looking for someone
who
Who missed it?
who got
You're
on.
looking for somebody who's on the come up, not somebody who is the main event of the show.
the face of America.
They took their first step on the escalator.
Welcome, Rob.
Hey,
Do you want to participate on Who Got the Rub? Try and save Kiara's answer.
I didn't watch the show.
All right. Who
Really?
got the rub on Lost that you were watching?
I think Kate and Sawyer. They just left the other island. So
Good.
Yeah.
You're
nice.
Yeah, there you go. Rob's catching up and binging.
Yeah.
Are
Nobody's.
they in Sideways World yet?
no,
Shut
calm
up,
down,
Bob.
Bob.
God damn it. Line of the night, for me, it was Smack It Down, man. You know.
Did you want to do the board?
Oh,
Or-
yeah,
or
the
my
board.
answer?
Who got the rub?
For
And
that?
Brian. Yeah, sorry, Brian.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I
Hey.
forgive you this time.
Meet
Did he just
Bitch
say-
Brian.
No, shut
Adam,
the fuck up.
Adam,
You just say I'm sorry,
Adam, it's not your fault.
I like that Rob
Aw.
shows up and suddenly we all get angry at each other now.
right?
Hey, Rob's got a cocktail in his hand. He's much happier with us right
Yeah,
now.
now he's good.
Hey, look. Let me just say this right now. 'Cause I recognized I was in a little bit of a mood earlier, so I tried to stay away, so I not bring everybody down. And what do I get when I try to do the responsible thing? I get, you okay? You okay? Why you like an asshole? You okay? I'm trying to stay away, motherfuckers. I'm trying to stay away.
Rob, hey,
What?
nobody's against you, buddy. Just calm down. It's okay.
Oh my God.
You two are going to fight.
Help
I know.
him out,
You,
Bob.
hey, you came on to SmartDown. You get this.
You're welcome.
All right. Line of the night. Or read the board, damn it.
Board.
Who got the
Jesus
rub?
Christ. Who got the rub? Steve Awesome. My roommate got the rub.
All right.
Wow. Good for him. Good for him, I guess.
Which
Her?
roommate?
No. Bad. It's not. A
I
good
thought
thing.
you didn't want to tell him that story.
Bad. It's a bad thing.
Yeah, I love how he doesn't want to tell us, but he also won't stop
He
talking
keeps
about
teasing it.
No, he wants to tell us, but he thinks somebody's going to listen to the podcast and he's going to get in trouble.
it. Noah said, who got the rub? The women's stable of 2.5 women. Which is the half woman? I'm wondering.
Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth.
But that would be 3.5.
I thought we were on line of the night. How do we go back to the rub?
No, we didn't move on. Only I moved on. Daniel Price styles soccer mom hair. It's very shiny. You can tell he conditions well.
Very true.
And Kashmir says, who got the rug? Bill O'Reilly accuser. So now we go to the line of the night. I already said mine. So, Bob, what did you have a line of the night?
No.
All right. Kiara,
Neither did I.
you guys.
You're fired.
Brian, save us.
I'm gonna paint a broad stroke, and I'm just gonna say the Fashion Files.
I like the rundown of the crimes they were accused of and stuff like that. What's the board say?
Let's see. Line of the night for Noah. Kiara's whole Cena impression. There you go, Kiara.
She came
Thanks.
correct and prepared. I liked it.
I wasn't sure if you
yeah.
guys liked that one.
Did
as
you
much.
finally tell her that she gave the answer away at the very beginning?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I did not. I did not. All I said is that I walked into a convenience store. That was it.
Well, that was part of it, is that you were going to a drugstore. I wrote on a piece of paper, I said, you're going to a drugstore to buy a pregnancy test.
To talk to.
And at the end, she's talking about pissing on a stick. And at the beginning, she's talking about going into a store. I mean,
I really enjoyed her impression. I thought you did a really good job, Kira. I really did.
Thank
but
you.
I wouldn't have
See,
done.
Rob, it's not hard to be positive about things.
Shut your face, fuckhead.
Oh, see, now he's angry again. Bad Rob.
but
No.
I wouldn't have said the pee on a stick part. That kind of gave it away.
Hey, it was the ending.
and Noah's calling me out on the board saying that I should have known Tamina was the half woman. She's like two of them herself. She could have been the 2.5 women by
Tamina is
herself.
not an ugly woman.
I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm saying she's big.
Oh yeah, that doesn't make her like less than a woman.
And Golda says he'd
Why are
wear
we
her.
bothering with anything Noah says?
Well, how about this one? Golda says he'd wear Tamina's ass like a hat. So I think
Options are limited, Golda.
I just think it's funny that Golda keeps it highbrow when he's on the show, but when he's on the board, he goes completely low.
Got to go to the level.
I'm telling you, that board, you become part of the cesspool.
Oh, so
it sticks
we're back
to
there.
you.
Oh,
Golda, I'll throw you a life buoy or something to pull you out there. You got to save you.
Can I do a bad?
Yeah, sure.
My bad is Adam starting a live stream about 10 minutes into the show.
Please, listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.
I was trained poorly.
Now he's blaming it on someone else.
Yeah.
I always blame it on someone else. Come on, that's my thing.
Push the blame.
Yeah, exactly. So coming soon, Kira, Brian, and I are going to get the weekly squash together to debut this weekend.
Yes.
We are gonna. No,
I'm sorry. Were you telling a joke? Are you?
No. I'm serious.
You're actually gonna do it.
Yeah, we actually we have all the plans together. We're gonna do it while you're not around, so we can do it right.
I should
You won't
actually.
be here.
I should go into the archives for the anniversary show and just do all the clips of you going, all right, guys, get ready for the weekly squash.
Dude,
squash.
hey,
squash.
just
It's
for
like
the record,
Emelina. It's
wait,
like Emelina.
And just for the record, the audience out there, we actually did it a couple times, but it just wasn't good enough to air, and we wanted to rework it.
We want to make sure. And
fucking Rob, you putting it in the open is why we have to finally debut it. You know, so I mean, it's
Yeah.
one of our programs.
I'm changing that shit anyway.
You change it every other day.
it's good.
We're creating a masterpiece.
Okay. Don't forget though, guys. We really appreciate it. You got to go out and you got to do this. Where is my effect? Fuck. I should have had it queued up.
Killing the show with Adam.
Hey,
Let's try it again without Bob.
and just so you know, we pick one show a week out of all of our shows to put on Bubba on Thursdays to play on Sundays in rotation. So SmarkDown more than likely is going to be the show to go on. So hello, Bubba Radio Army.
Hello, Bubba Radio Army.
Please feel free to listen to us throughout the week on our YouTube channel or iTunes.
Yep, and you can get us also on Podbean and all the other things Rob says at the beginning of the show.
Stitcher, Wickedy Woo, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Sorry you guys have been listening to Raw all this time.
yeah, and everybody on the board, get ready for your last call. Don't forget, Steve needs 21 subscriptions, and he will go through a table with me. It took forever for us to schedule my own table bump, so much so that we're close to another 100 subscriptions. So get that extra 20 so that we can just put, and I think Golda found 2 tables for sale anyway, so we've already got a table for Stevie. So just get those subscriptions. Make your mom sign up, make your dad, make your cousins, make your friends, anybody who likes wrestling.
After we do the Steve through the table, we're going to have to do like one of those elevators from Gremlins so we can go upstairs and shit.
I mean,
maybe.
I thought we were going to get that anyway for Brian. So
Yeah,
just
I was going to say, I could use that.
Yeah.
Well, we got to find all the studs so we get the weight limit right.
This guy.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
That's
Bitch, Brian.
horrible.
Keep drinking.
Hi, Brian.
Drink it in, man.
Keep drinking your drink.
He's slowly pacified there as he drinks. So let's get to last call. Kira, you have been outside of the awesome character flaw segment way too quiet. So I expect a long-winded, very intricate last call from you.
Okay. I'm just gonna jump right in and attack the women's segment. Ladies, I'm highly disappointed in you. What the fuck? We've got to do better. I mean, this mixture of storylines all in one, it's got to stop. Creative, get on your shit and get it right. Take your time with the women's division and make their storylines matter. You know, don't throw a bunch of stories together and it's just not making any sense to me. Tonight was embarrassing. I'm sorry, it was. So, creative, ladies, if you have to go back there and bitch to the writers, you go back there and you keep bitching until something happens. Voice yourselves. That's all I have to say. I just want to see better.
Do it right. You could do it, baby.
Do it all night.
And I say something long-winded and very, thoughtful
We
and
were
serious.
all quiet
You
because
guys
we were
are
totally impressed.
Yeah.
It was like,
We're
wow,
listening.
it was good.
You guys sing after that?
Yeah.
Because it brought me to song. That's a good thing, right?
Well, it left Adam speechless, so my job is done.
I was talking on the board. But sure, it left me speechless.
Shut up. Okay, next.
Rob, would you like to do a last call?
Nope.
Yeah, because you're going to keep drinking after we go off air. Bob, what is your last call?
Keep sending in suggestions for Smart versus Mark. That's going to be a fun show. We've had some really good suggestions so far, but we can always use more. Yeah, that's it.
Always use More. Way to pause for dramatic
No, he
effect.
needs more.
I like baiting.
I got away biting. What do you got, Bri?
I just really want Backlash to get here so this whole Jinder Mahal saga can hopefully go away.
Okay.
Really?
Why?
So you're ready for the world title run for Jinder Mahal?
Yes. No.
I am.
No. You are?
Yeah.
I think he might hold it all the way to SummerSlam.
So what? You think he's gonna win?
I think that they are
And then
so
they'll call it Durka Slam.
they are so they are so hell bent on gaining this market footing, and they think he's the way to do it, even though he's not even a national. I think that's the funniest part.
Not to mention, I just got to say, I think Randy is just boring as a champion. He's just boring.
He's boring as he's been boring as fuck for 15 years.
Well, there you go. Jinder is something fresh and new. Maybe you know what? Maybe he'll get that belt. It's like a guy who gets a promotion and he's like, oh my god, he's amazing now.
All right, don't talk about Randy.
Bob, he's gonna end up like
Randy hasn't
JD.
been boring his entire career.
No,
Randy was the shit for years.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's
He's
just
the
got.
shit.
That's a whole other argument. I mean,
I
think it's just got to the point where it's time for someone else to.
I think Jinder gets the belt, and I think he's a pretty good heel champion.
God, no
He's
way.
gonna puke!
All right.
There's no way he's winning the belt.
Okay. Well, you can cosplay that shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
booty doll.
He's probably going to win.
Honestly, I just want to make
Thank
bets
you
just so
very
I could dress as Heavy Machinery.
Just this heavy machine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can just do it.
Gold is on the board.
I am your champion.
So wait, so you're saying if Jinder wins, since you're betting that he won't win the title, if he wins, you're going to dress as Heavy Machinery?
I'll dress as Tucker Knight for a show. Sure.
I just had a thought. Will he do a la Paige where he's like sprinkle curry on the belt instead of something else?
Oh God! Did you remember Rob and I were showing each other memes, and it was a bunch of the other women champion that have followed Paige.
With stink looks on her face.
Yeah, and it said that moment when you realized you kissed the belt after Paige had it. It was funny.
You know, Noah made a great point. For 15 years, Randy was the legend killer. That's what I was talking about. He wasn't always boring.
Yeah, but as a champion, he's
Yeah, he's always had great gimmicks away from the belt, but I agree with Rob. Daniel Price puts out an interesting thing. Jinder is the transitional champ until Corbin wins Money in the Bank and cashes in on him.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Book it.
Corbin, Shinsuke, Randy, not even on the show tonight, but sure.
Corbin would be a horrible champ.
Yeah. Corbin would be worse than Jinder. I'm just saying. At least I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Brian, what's the board say for their last call?
Daniel Price, last call. It's like the shakeup was just a distraction technique to draw our attention away from Reigns retiring Taker. But that's a very good point. Then he
Don't
also
forget
goes
to
on-
read Golda's too.
Oh, yeah, I will. Things do not feel so shaken up now, but more like complacent business as usual. That's interesting. I would agree with you, except for the whole Jinder Mahal thing. I mean, he's a new person at the top, which, I mean, we've been kind of clamoring for, but unfortunately, he's the wrong person for me.
Read Golda's now.
Oh, God damn it, I'm getting to it. You know what? I'm going to make you wait. Noah's last call. Even though I continue to be the little brother that gets picked on, I still love you and hope you guys continue to do well. Also, fuck Adam. That Jew jabroni.
I love that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I am the
can
Jew
get
that
behind
leads the
one.
crew, motherfucker.
What crew?
And now you are ready. Matt Golda, last call. I love how Rob never dishes fat jokes to me, but Brian is fair game. You know what happens when you don't choose Rhodey's show?
You get the better show.
Huh?
Is that the answer?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You just
that
made
the answer?
the email list.
I don't know.
You're welcome!
Yeah, there you go. Do you see anything else? Because I certainly don't.
Okay.
And
What'd you say, Fatty?
FYI, guys, I say all that stuff about the women out of love. It's because I care.
we
You
knew that.
saw what they were saying on the board about you?
You were.
Well, I wanted to clear that up. I didn't make that clear. From
You
the
were going all
get-go.
Spice Girls on it. We,
Yeah,
we
Rob, you
got it.
couldn't see, but the board was going, damn, Kara, being hard on the women.
I am hard on them because
They should be.
because I care. If I didn't give a shit, I wouldn't say anything at all.
Oh, I hope you remember that next time we have a conversation. A serious
I
one.
say that to you constantly.
Daniel Price says, Gold is not fat. He's festively plump. Yep, we're going to eat him at Thanksgiving. My last call.
I don't have an oven. Never mind.
My last call. I have to put this out there because we really didn't talk about it. I don't have a Giggity award, but Renee Young pulling a chameleon tonight. I had to do 16 takes to really realize it was her. The red dress, the extra extensions, the bangs, every week. Rob was commenting on her outfit that she wore to Payback. Man, every week she is just, man. Maybe that's why I like Dean so much. I'm just so damn envious.
You know what I think? You know what I think it is about Renee?
Tell us.
I think she's just a regular gal, which is fine. It's totally fine. I think she brings she.
She's the kind of girl that would fuck you in the bathroom at the restaurant.
No, the thing is, thanks, Adam. She's the kind of girl where she seems like she's very down to earth. You can hang out with her. She just seems like a regular
And she
type
would fuck
of girl.
you in the bathroom at a Red Lobster.
Yeah, that too. All of that on top too.
I love that your last call was complaining about how she looks.
No, I wasn't complaining. I was.
Oh, you just.
No, she
You
looked.
like the different look.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I mean, like, I wonder if Dean gets excited. Like, he's like, "Oh, I'm cheating on my wife." Wait, no, it's actually her just looking differently.
Do you need a belt?
Do I need a belt? Yeah. To hide what? I don't know. What?
Oh, I see. As a receptacle.
You guys are so quick.
Yeah. Wow. What is Grace Helbig, Noah? I don't even know who that. I don't get that fucking reference.
She does have kind of a Grace Helbig look to her.
Who is that?
Who the fuck is that?
She's an online comedian. I know her best from Attack of the Show.
Sharknado?
Did she replace what's her nuts?
Did she have that run in CMLL?
She was one of, like, the constant, like, she was always a fill-in.
The Olivia Munn replacement?
Yeah. After Kevin, whatever the fuck his last name was, left, she was one of the rotating, fill-ins.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect 11 says Renee is a typical Canadian
lost
girl.
The entire audience. So
yeah, we probably have. It's the end of the show. Who gives a shit? Come back next week. Don't forget we got Takedown on Thursdays. We got that other show on Mondays with Rob.
What the fuck, man?
Drink it in. Come back next week.
No. Say the name of the fucking show.
It's funny. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. That was
other
funny.
show. It's that Monday nonsense.
Yeah.
We're not responsible for you guys.
We're the same umbrella motherfuckers. Say the show.
Yeah,
Raw
here's
some
the
Monday
thing.
night.
Y'all had a really great show, and then you did what you did. We had a subpar show, and we created fucking art.
Yeah, there
You're
you go.
welcome, Bubba Army.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Bob.
tune in Monday to Rawsome for the awesome Steve Awesome and the fabulous Golda and that host they have. Next time, come on, Rob. I'm gonna just get you more butthurt while you're getting drunk. He's just making faces over there. Come on, buddy.
I'm fine. I'm good.
He named your silly ass show.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, actually, I did come up with that name, and you were shocked that you liked it and took it. That is funny. Thanks for reminding me, Bob.
Okay, so you named the show, and I did all of your intros and everything like that.
You did a lot more than that.
Fuck?
You did every sound effect I've played tonight.
And yeah.
Oh my God! While you two gently stroke each other off. Same smart time, same smart channel.
Hi, Brian.
All right. Tune in next week, guys.
Go away, fat man.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
SmarkDown Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.